Alright, looks like we can stream the Spanish stream. Oh, unless it's already finished. Yeah, it looks like it's finished, so never mind.
Hello. What is up, my dude?
Hey, what's up, man? Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay.
Can you hear me all right? Because I know my mic has moved a little ways since
Yeah, you're just fine.
since a couple weeks ago. Okay, that's good. Because when I went to I guess my Discord shut itself off for some reason. I don't.
Oh. Alright.
It didn't notify me or anything. I don't understand. Whatever. But anyways, hello again.
Hello. How you doing?
Stream. We're I'm doing all right, I think. Trying to wake up a little bit more. Let's see. Kind of fell asleep in classes and then had to run home, and now I'm here. So, yeah. How was game one so far? Anything noteworthy to mention?
I actually didn't get to cast it because my computer shut down as soon as the game started.
Oh, okay.
So yeah,
so we're both just running into it. All right.
Yeah. But Mamba won game one, so Mamba took the lead.
All right.
And it is a best of 9, so.
Okay. Yeah. So we'll still be able to do most of it.
Yep. I lowered some settings, so hopefully my PC doesn't crash again. I don't know why that keeps happening. I have to look into it.
Mine doesn't do it with StarCraft. It drops frames, or like a random. It'll just like freeze for a second or two. But like with other games like Counter-Strike, it'll just crash when it tries to load stuff up. I don't know why. I probably need a new graphics driver. Mine's pretty old at this stage. At this point.
Oh yeah, you should definitely update your drivers like frequently.
Oh, the drivers? Yeah. The drivers are updated.
Oh, okay.
I'm sorry. Did I say drivers? I meant graphics card.
Oh, okay, yeah.
My graphics card is like hella old at this point. And
Are you in the loading screen right now?
Yeah, I'm still in the loading screen.
Okay, same here.
Paco's loading bar is lower than the others, so I'm gonna blame him for this. It's not us. We're good.
All right.
Everything's fine. All right, things are progressing.
There we go.
Oh, there was the problem.
All right, so spawning in the top left-hand corner of the map, we have the blue Protoss. His name is Pacomike.
Alright, and spawning in the bottom right-hand corner as our lovely green Zuri here, taking game one apparently. We'll hope the games are interesting here. I'm sure they'll make up for the rest of the games, or the one game we didn't see. It is Mamba. And Well, it looks like Mamba's going to be going for a hatch first, so nothing too spicy on his end so far. And then Paco's going to go for a nice happy 16 gate. And for a gas geyser. And there's no probe anywhere near the expansion, so we'll have to see. Like, I'm curious if Paco's going to be going for like the Stargate plays.
Yeah, it is pretty common in this matchup.
Yeah, now it's getting more and more common. Or if he's just going to go for a faster Nexus and maybe try and do something like a Twilight timing. I've been trying to figure out Protoss so far because I literally was sitting next to a Grandmaster over the weekend, like watching him play and shit, and it's a big change from learning Terran stuff, just seeing Protoss builds and all that. Because it's a lot of decisions that you make early on in the build and stuff, whereas with Terran it's like there's a few tech paths you make and it's all pretty similar at the beginning of the game.
Yeah.
It's like putting 2 workers on gas is not something that you usually do as a Terran player, but as Protoss you do it like all the time.
Yeah, definitely. I noticed that the other day, and especially especially Zergs do it a lot too, but Terrans not so much.
Yeah, it's well, like Zergs will do it sometimes. They like leave one guy in gas so they could get their lair or their baneling nest eventually, but like you don't really put too much thought into it.
Yeah. Like
the math that it goes, but like for Protoss, everybody's got everything down to a science. It's so bizarre. Yeah.
Yeah, the games have been out for like 8 years. People are like really figuring stuff out.
Oh, Paco's not getting warp gate.
Ooh.
And that's a Stargate.
Yeah. Does this mean double Stargate Phoenix?
I don't know what this means, but
oh wait,
okay, warp gate is coming now. So that just means it's like a faster Stargate or something.
Yeah.
Got me worried for a second there. There are 2 holes in Paco's wall, but he's perfectly aware. Things taken care of there. Do you see him using an Adepts to do a little bit of wandering around into Mamba's main base? He's gonna scout this fast 3rd base here as well. Kind of just making sure everything is fairly standard on the Zergy side of the map. Nothing too special. Well, he tries to snipe the creep tumor, it doesn't happen. But the Oracle is on the way. There is no second Stargate. So our panic, our frenzy of excitement was not justified.
Right.
Look, this spoke a little too soon. We do see the Oracle pop out now. Let's see what's it gonna do? Any second. Alright, well, Mamba's Spore Crawlers aren't quite done in the natural, but he does have a couple queens to thwart off this Oracle, so it's not going to do any damage just yet. If there is a round of Warpins that come over to this 3rd base, or Warpins, a round of drones that go to that 3rd base, then the Oracle is just going to stick around and try and kill some of those in the larva. But it doesn't get anything done so far. So, oh, right. Both of us are Terran mains, right? So this is going to be a bit of an interesting matchup for us to cast, because we don't have a whole lot of insight as to what the builds are supposed to be and all that. Alright, well, I'll try and use my Heart of the Swarm Zerg brain to try and tap into what Mamba's doing here. Although the builds have changed substantially since then. We do see the Phoenix picking up the Queen to make sure that it can't target fire that Oracle while it picks up a few drums, which is nice. Paco, he does get 3, and he does keep the Oracle alive to be annoying another day. And in the meanwhile, he's getting his 3rd going. And he's got his Robo just finishing up right now, and a Templar Archives the 3rd way done. So he's kind of catching up on his tech from that Stargate play, because he's not going to commit to the Stargate as is expected. Zerg can destroy Stargate units pretty easily just by going Queens. Bleh. And, yeah, alright, so things are slowing down a little bit now. Actually, interesting thing to note is that Mamba's getting all 6 gases. He's not positioning for a 4th base just yet, and he's getting a Hydra Den. So we might see a Ling, or a Roach Hydra timing, actually. Now the Glial Reconstitution's on the way too. You like seeing some roach busts?
Absolutely.
Especially against charge. That's what's on the way right now. Zells don't do so hot against roaches. Or hydras, as long as the roaches aren't in front of them, I suppose. But once Psystorm starts getting researched, then Paco might be in a decent position here to thwart it. He might not even bother. Yeah, he's just gonna go for a Zealot Archon composition. He's just gonna warp in 2 Archons down the south side of the map. Oh, this is gonna be annoying as hell. Get the Overlords.
Couple Hydras coming in to try and deal with this. Not quite enough yet, I don't think. Okay, some Zerglings.
Yeah, it's only 3
in.
Hydras and like 4 Lings. I don't know how much is actually going to deal, but at least it stops the Archons from targeting the drones. I think that's the main goal here, and he wants to keep these Hydralisks alive.
Archons are starting to get a little low. Picks up and gets out of there.
Very low, yeah. Alright. But all is well. Everything is fine. Nothing is overly problematic right now. And the War Prism's just gonna go home. It's gonna go to like one of the shield batteries probably and just heal up the Archons. Because, you know, they're like 100% shields. Some substantial percentage.
The Lurker Den is on the way.
Yeah, Lurker Den I definitely am a fan of here. Because against the Protoss, if they're gonna go for a Zealot Archon composition, Archons shred pretty much everything Zerg. They're a pretty safe catch-all for playing against Zerg, because they do extra damage to biological, and everything Zerg is biological. There's not a single thing that is not bio for Zerg. So, but Lurkers are one of the few things that can actually answer an Archon because of the substantial range they get. But we do see here Paco's trying to come in here and take care of this 4th base. The Archon's getting right on top of the roaches. Everything's kind of clumped up here. Some Hydras on the left side getting isolated by themselves with no roach backup. At the same time, Archon's getting pretty... They're starting to get sniped off here. I don't know if he's going to really be able to hold this correctly, though. There's a lot of Zealots here. Mamba's in a little bit of a sketchy position, but these Archons are still getting picked off. I don't know. I think Mamba's going to maybe do okay. It's going to be close.
He doesn't really have it.
Oh, alright, yeah. So Paco does actually manage to clean up this army, but Defender's advantage for the Zerg means that Mamba's actually going to be okay here.
Yeah.
Sending the drones to go kill an Archon. One of those drones is a happy kill. He's got a story to tell his friends back in Zerg home. And Paco's getting his 4th base up in the meanwhile. So, he did throw away that entire army, which is pretty expensive. If we look at the resources lost, though, Zerg lost a little bit more. And Zerg is also not getting a 5th base. So Paco's going to be okay for the time being. If Zerg is a base ahead of you, it's basically kind of even-ish. If it's a 4-base saturated Protoss versus a 4-base saturated Zerg, the Protoss is generally considered ahead.
Definitely, I agree with that.
Yeah, that's actually just true in general against Zerg, but... Oh my god, there's so many High Templars. Jeez, I'm getting like... Just looking at that many High Templars in one place scares me, man.
Well, the Lurkers are out now, and it looks like she's... he's gonna get a good position here.
Decent storms on the Lurkers.
Yeah.
Yeah. But he can't really engage into this properly. There's an Overseer here to snipe that Observer, so there's... These Lurkers are kind of safe, except to Storms. And, yeah, Paco's gonna try and kind of maneuver his way into a better position. He'll do what he can, but... Oh, Mamba forgot a Lurker. Poor guy. Did a lot of poking, but nothing substantial. Do see some Zealots as well, warping in, or, running in towards the natural of Mamba, but he's, Mamba's going to clean that up pretty easily. However, there is also an engagement going on the top side of the map, and, oh, Mamba manages to hold that as well. Not as big a deal as I thought it was. Mamba doing a little bit of a Ling run by up in the 3rd base as well, trying to see what's up over on that part of the map. not getting anything done, mostly for scouting information for the time being, because there's a bunch of cannons at third base. But now he's got the rest of the army here. What's he gonna do? This is a lot of units. Paco's not even gonna try and take this for now. It looks like he's just poised across the map.
Yeah.
I don't know what he wants to do. Alright, he does decide to recall. That makes sense. Yeah, Mamba can't take this. He's gonna have to run back. He's actually baiting out a lot of storms.
Mm-hmm.
Doing a very, very good job of picking up all those high Templar. He picks off another one over in the center of the map. It did get a juicy storm off, but the fact that those units are alive is very, very helpful. Dude, I wasn't paying attention to the production tab. You see the production tab right now?
There is a mothership on the way, and +1 air weapons.
And carriers.
And carriers.
Wow, yeah, like, I wasn't paying attention for like 3 minutes, and all of a sudden, like, surprise, we got 10-minute carriers. Hello, Neeb. How are you doing today? Yeah, and with the heavy zealot composition, it's pretty easy to get tech units like carriers and a mothership on the way because you're only spending minerals, and you get a lot of those Protoss. Not to mention that right now, these are +2 zealots.
Yeah.
And there's such a low investment for the Protoss that he doesn't really care if those all die, as long as they get a little bit of damage done. Like, they can target fire a hatchery. These things are... They shred through everything. He doesn't want to lose this force down here on the south side, though. He will manage to pick this base off, no question asked. No cancel goes down, so that's not ideal for Mamba. But he will have to get out of there with those Archons and Immortals. And it looks like he will, so that's good for him. Yeah, I'm really liking the position that Paco's in this game. He's pretty comfortable here. He's just throwing zealots across the map every once in a while, and then the rest of his army goes in and pokes somewhere else. It's kind of like being a Terran right now.
Yeah.
Those multi-prong harassments and stuff. We do see here these zealots trying to kill as many drones as possible. They decide not to target fire the hatchery. They might have been able to get the hatchery, in all honesty. Chose to try for it, but got some drones instead. We do see here in the workers tab, it's 80 workers for Paco versus 64 of Mamba. It's actually a little high of a probe count. Probably wants to like shave a couple of those off soon.
Alright, well, Mamba with the supply lead going in toward this unprotected fourth base. Well, it actually was plenty of units.
Oh my
here.
god! That storm!
Yeah, beautiful storms going down. Lurkers have a good position, though, to siege down these cannons.
There's no Overseer here, though, so he's gonna have to target down the mothership if he wants to take this engagement. These Lurkers just decide, nope, 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 nope. That's basically, I think that's...
Yeah, pretty much what...
The word that, yeah, yeah.
Exactly what was going through their minds.
Just many, many scared emotions. So while that was a decent fight originally for Mamba, those storms that he ate were like massive. So he will decide though to move around to the bottom of the map. His creep spread is good enough right now to do so. And we'll try and break this this cannon wall here. He is gonna get surrounded though if he's not careful, and he does start pulling out right now. So that's good for him. Ooh, but we got the Golden Armada up on the top right side of the map. It looks like Mamba's finally going to lose that fourth base that he had, and he just got his fifth base up and running, so that's really unfortunate for him. He's actually just going to send the drones over to the fifth base. That's going to be his new fourth for the game. But I don't know how well Mamba's going to really be able to handle this. +1 air is already done. +2 air is almost finished. There are 5 carriers under this mothership, and there are a bunch of Archons here as well. Yeah. He knows he can't handle that. GG. Paco takes the game back.
Mm-hmm. Ties up the score 1-1.
What the hell?
What?
Do you have the match history open? Or the score summary?
No.
Open it. Dude, look at Mamba's APM.
I can't open it. The match history is private.
Okay, hold on. I'm gonna print screen this. This is, like, absurd. I've never seen this before.
601.
601 APM! What is going on?
I know I've heard of some bugs happening sometimes where it goes up to like over 1,000, but I don't know. Maybe
Like, I know there's
could be legit.
exploits. I know there are exploits where you could just spam or like use macros to spam buttons and you get your APM up there. But holy hell!
Yeah, that's pretty crazy.
I want to believe that's human. I want to believe that he's just like literally like shredding his keyboard to pieces as he's playing the game. Like keys are flying off. Like he's got 3 keyboards plugged in at any given time. It looks like a drummer with his drumsticks. He just throws the keyboard to the side and he just like picks up another one and keeps going. Alright, well, I'll be back in 2 seconds because I have a coffee down upstairs and I'm going to go run and grab. And while this game is loading in, so.
Okay.
2 minutes. Whee! Oh, I forgot. I have to actually accept the map invite. Whoops. I was gonna say, like, maybe they'll get the intros done without me or something like that.
Yeah.
Whoops. Got a little snack as well.
Nice.
I forget what they're called, like stracciatella or like pizzelles or something like that.
No idea. I've never heard of that.
They're like little waffles.
Cool. I
Yeah.
love waffles.
Yeah, they're like little snack waffles. It's great. They're like really thin.
Are they like dried?
Like, imagine like
They're like dried.
kind
like
of,
chips or
yeah.
something?
But I got coffee right next to me, so it's like a really good combo.
Cool.
They're like Italian crepes, kind of. They're like, I guess that's kind of the best way to put it.
All right.
Have you ever had a crepe before?
I
It's
haven't,
like that,
but I
but
know
turned
they
into
are.
a waffle. Kind of tastes like waffles. Like, I guess everything that's kind of in the waffle pancake category tastes pretty similar, but
Yeah.
I don't know. So our next map's gonna be Automaton. I'm surprised with how many people actually like to play this map in general.
I despise it.
I don't like it very much either. Yeah. But like, even some Terrans will still play this map and they think it's okay. Like,
It's pretty good for drops, I guess.
mm-hmm.
Kind of.
Yeah, for the main base, it's kind of hard to. At least in the early mid game, to scout for things like medevac drops. So I suppose if you're a very active player, it could be good. Oh. Maybe somebody's internet's not working.
Might be Enki again. Oh,
Oh,
never mind.
nope, you got there.
Alright, so spawning in the top right-hand corner of the map, hailing from Switzerland, the green Zerg, his name is Mamba.
Switzerland. Ooh. And spawning in the left bottom-ish place thing. He's rated, he's pro to us. Took game 2 with carriers, he was great. He is Pacomike. Where's Pacomike from?
Mexico.
Mexico? Alright.
Yep.
So we got two very, very adamant chocolate makers against each other. We got like the OG chocolate people, and then we got the people that have perfected it.
Yeah.
Continent away. Have you ever had like Swiss or like Belgian chocolate before?
Yes, I have.
Oh my god, it is so great, isn't it?
Yes, it is.
Like, at any given moment, we have like one Toblerone bar upstairs because my dad just will constantly like munch on them.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure we've got some Swiss chocolate right now upstairs in the cupboard.
Mm. It's like pretty good. Just as an update on the game, by the way, nothing too interesting is going on right now. We do see Paco going for the Nexus before the Cyber Core. We see one worker, two workers on the gas geyser. But... and then the Cyber Core is going down right now. So. And then meanwhile, Mamba hasn't really poised to look for a third base yet. He's just gonna probably wait until he knows what Paco's doing before he even tries to get one. But it is entirely possible he just tries to go for some kind of bust play as well. We'll have to see. Oh, I'm out of food now. That was brief. How upsetting. Alright, well we do see something similar coming from Paco. This build actually looks pretty reminiscent of the last build. He goes for his Stargate. He's probably going to get Warp Gate immediately after that Stargate as well. He's chronoing out that at depth for scouting information. All is well and normal. Yeah. Pretty much identical to the last game.
I can already tell there are going to be carriers in this game.
That's you just see it in our future?
I can see it right now.
Oh boy.
Carriers and a mothership.
It's Mothership Rush. He's got to get the Fleet Beacon right now. Oh, he doesn't. Yeah, he almost has enough for a Fleet Beacon. He's got like 200 gas. Come on.
Oh, nope.
Come on. Nah. Alright, well the Adept is getting a little bit of work done at home, killing some annoying slowlings, just poking around. It's still alive
what's
somehow.
this? A ton of lings coming up on the wall here. And even more lings on the way across the map.
Actually, yeah, this is problematic. No, Paco, you probably need to go back to your wall there, bud. That gateway is actually going to go down. Speed is just finished the exact moment of, and yeah, the wall is busted. And this is so annoying to deal with Protoss. Yeah, I was about to say, there's so many Protosses that will just GG right there once the wall is busted because those things just don't die. They'll last forever. So that's unfortunate for him.
So much for my prediction there, but I guess Mamba didn't like that map either.
He heard that. He's like, oh no, not again.
Yeah.
We don't want those. It is virtually impossible to kill like 5 carriers in a mothership if you don't have like a corruptor army, though. So
yeah.
Look at the units killed count. There were a total of 11 units that died that whole game. Rip.
Yep.
And 11 structures were built that game.
So Mamba leads 2-1.
That is correct, yeah.
It's gonna be Pacomike's map pick. He looks like he's going with Port Alexander.
It's a pretty safe map.
Yep.
It's pretty easy to wall off. That is kind of more of a concern if you're a Protoss player, so... Actually, I could be wrong here. No, wait. This could be a decent cannon rush map for him if he decides that he's just sick of Mamba and just is like wants to add some cheese into the mix here. I don't know how much Paco actually does that, but it is possible. Because you can wall off the natural ramp and get a pretty cozy position with like 2 pylons and a gateway or something like that. And work from there. This is not the right map.
Port 1E version 1.3 by Calconite.
The hell is this? Is this a 1v1 map? It is.
It's probably like, I don't know.
This looks like Scrap Station, kind of.
Yeah.
Except in the form of a stingray. Or like a transistor. Yeah, that does not seem like a fun map to play, actually. Got the Scrap Station problem. Where you got close air bases to each other. Actually, here, this isn't related to what we were just talking about, but I don't know how, it crossed my mind. How do you feel about the fact that there are, like, no more 4-player maps?
I think that's good.
You like that?
I hated the 4-player maps.
I don't know, I kind of miss them, because sometimes I just like being greedy.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind them if, like, it told you where your opponent was at the beginning.
No, that's part of the reason why you can go greedy. Like Frost or Whirlwind.
But then you could just die to cheese because you don't scout your opponent in time. If they're, like, in your in the last spot that
great. It allows for so much dynamic play, you know?
I guess I wouldn't mind having one of them in the map pool. You know, so you get it every now and then.
At least one, because it does allow for like a lot of the Heart of the Swarm macro-oriented slow games. I mean, right now the late game balance is a little wonky, I feel like, for some of the matchups, so I don't think Blizzard actually wants to expose that.
Yep.
I don't know. I kind of miss them.
Alright, so into game number 4, spawning in the bottom right-hand corner of the map, we have the Green Zerg from Switzerland, currently up 1 point in the series. His name is Mamba.
In the top left-hand position of Port Alexander as our red Protoss player. Having a little bit of a Ling infestation last round. Let's see what he can do about this game. It is a Pacomike from Mexico.
Wow, a forge going down already.
Yeah, I called it. I called it.
Win hatch first, and there's going to be an Overlord here to spot the probe, so.
It is possible, or it can be fairly ordinary to see a probe scout this early. He will be pretty mindful. He does have the Overlord, the natural. Or Mamba will be mindful that there might be a cannon rush coming in, but it's not on his radar entirely just yet. Like, it's possible, but he's not certain of it. He will be once he sees that pylon.
Yep.
Which is right now. You see 2 drones going in there. Give me the fighting squad. Paco, what are you doing, man? This is a hell of a setup here.
I think he needs to send another probe, to be honest. But I don't know.
This is a very interesting way to set up your cannons.
I don't think those cannons are in range of the hatchery, though.
I think the top left one might be, but it's like iffy. It's close.
He's just gonna cancel the hatch. Anyway, so I would go ahead and cancel this cannon on the right, because there he goes.
I'm kind of surprised at the amount of pylons that he placed down, though. Like 3 pylons that don't make a wall off is a lot. It's a heavy investment here. But he does have a cyber core halfway done as well. He's got a zealot on the way as well to help do some additional harassment, and we got double gases going down. So Paco has no intention of expanding anytime soon.
Yeah. Mamba is actually taking his expansion in the top right corner of the map. Kind of a unorthodox.
That's gonna be a little. It's gonna be a little problematic.
Because
as a cannon rush player. Oh, sorry. Keep going.
I was just gonna say, if Pacomike scouts it, it'll be pretty hard to keep. You know, pretty hard to defend.
Even if it gets scouted, one of the things that is a problem when you do a cannon rush is the fact that a lot of your investment doesn't like there's cannons are static defense. They're not going to be, or well, I guess static offense in this case, but he's not really going to be able to do too much here. other than just kind of hope that he can bust the main base, because the moment that he moves away from his cannons, he's gonna die, because there's so many lings running around right now, and speed is almost done. I love how Paco goes for the Robo facility. He was gonna do a like one of those cheeky
Shield battery
warp prism.
immortals.
Yeah, shield battery, warp prism immortals, something like that. But he
He's
does
still
have to
going
cancel
for
the
it.
Robo.
Yeah, but now that the other cannon's up, it should be able to defend that Robo and let it get up.
Now, Mamba has scouted it, obviously. I don't know if he saw... Yeah, he sees another building going down right there. He's probably going to be able to assume that it's a Robo again. And so he's gotten a lot of time to be prepared for this, and he's going to throw down a Nidus network as well. So, I don't know. Paco does not seem to be in a very good position right now, because that Robo is pretty late at this stage. Mamba's been able to actually start droning up the natural as well. Seems pretty content with how everything's going on his side of the map.
Mm-hmm.
Even if there is a Robo right next to him.
It still hasn't been scouted by Pacomike, so he has no idea where that hatchery is. He hasn't even looked for it, so he's just gonna assume that there's one somewhere, but not worry about it.
Alright, well Paco does see that the Nidus network goes down straight away.
But this is not enough to kill the Nidus.
No, it's not. It's gonna finish very quickly. He's gonna send additional probes to go in.
This is gonna be really bad for Pacomike.
Yeah, and we do see the queens are here. They don't get the transfuse down, but there are enough links in those two queens that already got through. Yeah. That's
Mamba
it.
leads 3-1.
Woohoo! If you're Mamba, if you're Paco, it's kind of the opposite. But
Yeah, we're gonna have to be completely biased because both players are from Alpha X.
yeah, we'll be unbiased here. I mean, neither of us are Protoss or Zerg either, so we're pretty impartial as far as this is concerned.
Right.
I mean, I don't mind seeing some High Templars die though. Just throwing that out there, you know.
And I love seeing Zerglings get grinded through a meat grinder of splash damage.
Just kind of like side bladed away with for the zealots and stuff.
Yep.
I am never against a good old cannon rush against a Zerg and watching the Zerg cry because they're not allowed to expand nearly as fast as they usually do.
Mm-hmm.
It always just feels kind of upsetting that they get more map control than you do inherently just because of the creep spread and whatnot.
Right, and the overlords and stuff.
And if you leave them alone, then they're just gonna max out like fucking 9 minutes or 8 minutes or something like that, no matter what you try and do afterwards, after your initial pushes, and then they just roll you. So we hate both of them equally. Well, we have to hate them in a loving fashion because they're family.
Yep.
Yeah. It'd be like that sometimes. Who are we waiting on? Who are we waiting on? I'm gonna assume that Enki's the one we're waiting on. Who is Enki?
That's our Spanish caster.
Oh, we got the stream in 2 languages.
Yep.
Pretty neat. How many views has he got over on his end? Do we have people actually watching this stream? That'd be pretty sick.
What? The Spanish stream?
Yeah.
Yeah, we have a few. We have a Spanish, little Spanish pocket in the clan too. We have our own Spanish-speaking channel in the Discord. And
yeah, they got 12 people over there right now.
Yeah.
It's pretty solid. Not so bad. Oh no, we're not the highest view stream rate on Afrika right now.
Uh-oh.
I know. There's somebody with 2 additional viewers, but it's all in Korean, so I can't read it. I'm gonna have to... I'm gonna investigate. I have to copy paste this because I have no idea what the hell. That's a lot of words. Okay. No.
Alrighty. So spawning in the bottom left-hand corner of the map, we have the red Protoss from Mexico. Currently down 2 points in the series. His name is Pacomike.
Spawning in the top right-hand corner of the map, that's our green Zerg player. Taking Paco, or giving Paco a run for his money in the early game so far, it seems. In the green, it is Mamba. Alright, so that thing is translated to Thailand, Philippines, Japan, Gangnam, Busan, X. No idea what that is supposed to be, but okay. Maybe if I see their profile name, it'll give me some insight here. Oh, okay, I tap in and there's a proxy hatchery.
Oh.
Okay.
Completely unscouted so far.
Yeah, he'll see it probably, or no, he might not be able to see it once that gateway finishes. I don't know. No,
Nope.
He doesn't see it. But Paco does see that the spawning pool is late and that there's nothing at the natural, so he's gonna be a little suspicious that something's up. And yeah, alright, he sees it now. Hello.
And he wants to let him know that he sees it. Attacks it with the probe.
I mean, every hit point of damage kind of is important against that hatchery, because he really does not want that to be alive at all in any capacity.
Right.
It does throw a pylon down next to it, so he will be able to like spam some shield batteries before the creep spreads away too far. And then he does have a zealot here to start poking away at that hatchery as well. But that thing is finished now. That's not gonna be fun.
And a queen popping out. 3 drones for a spine crawlers.
He brought the armada here. He's brought some builders. They're kind of just chilling right now. There we go. Now he's starting to make some spine crawlers out of them. We got a couple of lings here as well being proxied. I love being a good spine rush, guys. This is great. I love it.
This hatch is starting to get kind of low. It's already halfway.
As long as that queen finishes, I'm pretty sure he's okay with this, though.
Yeah.
He just wants the creep spread for the spine crawlers here, and now that that queen is done, he's going to place down a creep tumor, probably. No, he's going to inject. Oh, okay. We're doubling down with this hatchery. So he does actually want this to live, then, probably, for a little bit. We do see here Paco trying to build a photon cannon. He's got 4 drones here and a zealot and a stalker for his entire force here.
I think he should have made a shield battery, honestly.
Yeah, shield battery probably would be better here, but, like... I don't know if it even matters, to be honest. Like, these 3 spine crawlers are already done and going over to the base.
Yeah.
Or to the natural wall, and that's where all of Paco's infrastructure is.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Wow, Mamba taking a 4-1 lead with pretty much all cheeses so far. 3 cheeses in a row.
Is that what happened game 1?
No, I don't believe so.
Oh, sorry, yeah, we casted 4 games.
Yeah, it was like a medium length game, so it wasn't. I don't think it went to the late game, but I don't think it was a cheese. Maybe it started with a cheese. I don't know.
Well, Mamba's just styling right now. Jeez, like.
Let's look at
He's
their
already
MMR.
at match point.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, MMR is probably. They're both GMs, so
Yeah,
I mean,
58
skill
for
gap can
Paco.
exist.
55 for
55
Mamba.
for Mamba.
But Mamba's an
Yeah.
EU player, so
Oh.
yeah, he probably has a
yeah.
different MMR on EU. So I mean, I would still say that they're pretty much at the same level. That
Yeah, I have no idea what this Afrika TV thing that's beating us, or it was beating us in views. Now I think it's blue. Is it still? Let's see. Yeah, we've overtaken it. All right. We got 35 viewers right now, so we're good. We are currently the most watched stream on the Live Now Afrika page, so I'm cool with that. I don't know, I think it's interesting, because this is a Korean platform. I think it's kind of interesting how we're, how an English stream is the one that's all the way on top of Afrika TV. Actually, looking at some of these channels and stuff, I wonder who, in general, streams on Afrika TV that's not Korean, or like what the reasoning for them streaming on Afrika TV is. Like, because I see a French stream in here.
I have no idea. Maybe
a couple English ones.
I'm sure if it has enough viewers, it's probably because Afrika sponsors them, just like they sponsor the Pro Series.
No, it's like 1 viewer, 3 viewers.
I
You're
don't
going
know.
0.
Who knows?
I know it's always interesting. Like, they have a story somewhere as to why they did it. I'm assuming.
Yeah.
I don't know. Alright, so Paco picked King's Cove. I wonder if he has a plan here, because Protosses in general don't really like playing on King's Cove just because of the natural wall-off, from what I understand. It's kind of irritating to try and, like, make it serviceable for you, because you don't really want to wall off the natural ramp that leads to the center of the map, because that means that your army takes longer to move around. But you don't really wall off your third base, because it's your third base. So there's always kind of some weird infrastructure that goes on there. You might just be looking to do some one-base style play, honestly. I don't know. It is a big map. He could do some proxy nonsense. Bring out his inner Haas.
Mamba does not want to play anymore.
It's like, yeah, I got you 3 times in a row. You can have it. I've made my statement. That'd be pretty savage. Jeez.
Oh yeah, Jesse Lee Peterson.
Whatever that guy said.
I'm a big.
Actually, one of the things that amazes me is that I forget how many Frenchmen we have on our team in general. We have 3 Frenchmen
Yeah, we have a lot.
On our A team, and we've got a Canadian as well, and I'm pretty sure he's Quebecois. So I could be wrong on that. Is BioIce Quebecois?
Oh, I'm natural. Can't.
I'm sorry, what was that?
Is BioIce Quebecois, or is he from somewhere else in Canada? I can't
I'm
recall.
not sure. I have no idea. I think he might be French Canadian.
For some reason, I want to say that he is, but I'm not sure. Like, I have no information on that when I dig into my head and say, maybe. But yeah, if we go to our B team as well, we have like Acuna's French, Barbarossa's French as well, things like that. But then we've got some other like interesting people peppered in. Like we have 3 Americans obviously on the main team. We got Starkiller, Antis, and Estrella.
Yeah.
But then we've got like a Romanian. We've got Light up there doing his best Night End impression.
Yeah.
Something like that, just representing. Romania's a pretty interesting place, if I do say so myself. It's got a lot of interesting culture because it's like in the center of Europe. Like, or the center of like the Slavic area, but it doesn't speak Slavic language. It speaks a Romance language.
Yep.
So it's like Albania in the sense that it's really, really weird. I don't know. I don't know if you're following me on any of this. I'm
Not
just trying
really,
to make
no.
conversation here.
I mean, I'm following what you're saying. I just don't really know that much about Europe.
I'm a geographical nerd because
Okay.
like I when I was like 5 or 6 years old, for some reason I was obsessed with flags. I have no idea why.
Oh, okay.
But I don't know. So I memorized like pretty much. I just inherently memorized like most of the flags of the world, and from there I kind of learned like, oh hey, this is where what this part of the world is kind of or like is like, and stuff like that. And Romania is kind of weird because it's like nobody really thinks about them too much.
Okay.
And because they're on that border between like Slavic nations, like Bulgaria and in Hungary. Oh, Hungary's on the border too. They have a weird culture themselves. But so they're barely touched by like Western Europe ideologies, but they're also a little bit touched by Roman Russian ideology style like that.
Mm-hmm.
They're in an interesting place.
Well,
I do kind of want to go to Budapest someday, or Bucharest. Sorry, Budapest is Hungary.
Right. My family is from Portugal, and I've never been. Yeah, I've never been more east than Spain.
I've actually been to Portugal before. It's a hell of a place.
Yeah, it's really beautiful, especially the southern province of Algarve.
I don't remember exactly where I was. Actually, I can look this up. How well do you know Portuguese geography?
Not very well, but
all right. So
I know Algarve is like very tropical.
Because I was in Cascais, or Cascais. Sorry, that's what they call it. Or Estoril. It's like an hour.
Oh yeah, Estoril. Yeah, I've been there.
Estoril?
Yeah, several times.
Because I have an aunt and uncle that moved out that way. From New Jersey. They're just like, you know what? We've been here a couple times before. Like, my uncle is like a hella smooth talker. He's got like the New York accent and everything like that. He's basically like your stereotypical Italian New Yorker.
Mm-hmm.
He just like smooth talk his way through anything. So he got to know like some of the hotel people. They got to know like a lot of the restaurant owners and stuff, and he's just like naturally just a part of the community now. So yeah, I got to go there like a year ago or something like that. It is a nice place. Portuguese is very strange though. Like compared to Spanish, I thought it would be very easy to tell, or like it would sound a lot like Spanish, but it doesn't sound very much like Spanish when you hear them talk.
Sounds a little like a mix of Italian and Spanish.
Yeah.
That's how some people describe it.
I don't know. To me, it sounds like someone like a Russian trying to speak Spanish. I don't know why. It's like I cannot.
Yeah.
Like Portuguese just does not sound anything like Spanish to me because I don't know most of the words anyways.
Mm-hmm.
But it sounds like their mouth is a little bit stuffed while they're talking a little bit. Because they like enunciate all of their words compared to like Spanish where they kind of gloss over some of the pronunciations if I remember correctly.
Yeah.
So they kind of talk like this a little bit. So it sounds like a Russian trying to talk Spanish a little bit. All these emojis you guys are doing. The hell? I want to try and find these. I don't see the pizza one anywhere.
It's a hidden one.
It's a hidden one?
Yeah.
You guys are gonna make me look this up now. Hidden emojis SC2. Let's see. Let's see what the list are. There's one. Oh, that's actually on the list. Never mind. Secret ones. Let's see. Salty's one. Oh, Mamba puts a probe under it. Oh, that's beautiful.
Yeah, a probe looks like it's playing Congo drums or something.
You have a package. Here. I can send you the link to these. There's an entire list of these. Yeah, I see them, yeah. Or it's on like what's it, starcraft.fandom.com or something like that. Yep,
that's what I'm looking at right now.
Yeah, there's some interesting ones in here. There's a cactus. business. Oh fuck. Of course we both make the mistake at the same time. There we go. Cactus. There's stim as well. Oh, you can literally just type capital T in parentheses and it does stim for you. That's amazing. I love it. Purple rain. See, or I can't spell. Purple rain. There we go. I did it.
After this game, I may have to go check something, and I'll be right back in like 2 minutes.
You'll be fine. You can like just follow my camera so long I can do this proxy observing. Oh, apparently, if you have not purchased Legacy of the Void, you cannot do the probe.
Oh, really?
Or the Protoss Heart, or the Pylon, or the Photon Cannon. Actually, if you haven't bought different versions, you can't do certain emoticons at all, I guess. This might be outdated, but, like, for example, it says, the following emoticons are available to players who have purchased Wings of Liberty. SCV, Terran Heights, Supply Depot, and Bunker. Things like that.
Alright.
I'm interested.
So, spawning in the top left-hand corner of the map, we have the green Zerg from Switzerland. His name is Mamba on match point.
And spawning on the bottom right-hand corner of the map, English is a hard language. Hailing from Mexico is our was a Protoss Rojo. Learning my Spanish, it's going real well. He's ready, Protoss. He's Pacomike. Dude, like, it's a really, really, really long story, but over the weekend, just in short, I had to try and speak to two girls from Mexico City. One of them barely spoke English, and one of them didn't speak English at all.
Ooh.
So I had to pick up what I learned from French and try and apply it to Spanish, and it was very, very mediocre. Google Translate was involved after a point. We literally just started like passing the phone around and just trying to talk to each other that way. Very strange. Oh my god. It was a fun time though. It was a good weekend. Have you you've been to a land before?
Where again?
Have you been to a land before?
Oh, a LAN. Yeah, I went to Cheesy Delphia 3.5.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, like the major lands are like selling else entirely. It's pretty sweet.
Huh.
But or have you ever been to Montreal before?
No, but I want to go to the WCS there later this year if there's one.
There is a DreamHack Montreal at the beginning of September.
Yeah, that's probably what I was talking about.
I definitely want to try and go to that if possible. Montreal is such a cool city, dude. It's funny, I went with, the GM that I went with is Nitro. I don't know if you've heard of Nitro before.
No. Oh, yeah. NYCRO.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because, when he started playing, he was actually on the community team that I had made. Like, I knew him when he was a bronze leaguer and stuff. It's pretty weird seeing him, like,
Wow.
on the top of the ladder now. Yeah. And, so, like, we met up. He's stationed in Hawaii right now. So he flew all the way from there to Montreal. And, he was obsessed with poutine. And, we got him some poutine. And
I've never had any. I heard it's very good though. And it
is very good.
Very
It's hard to go wrong with fries, gravy, and cheese.
Yeah.
You know? Alright, so, again, I forgot. We have a game that we're supposed to be casting. It was... alright, so Mamba's gone for a relatively quick third base. It's already finished up in this 3-minute mark, so... He's gone for a very, very economically focused play, and I don't blame him for it, because King's Cove is a map where Protoss likes to be defensive, as I mentioned before, because the wall is kind of difficult to make work properly. You see Paco is just kind of like, I don't want to deal with 2 ramps, I'll just make do with one ramp. Kind of did like the automaton style wall off.
Mm-hmm.
And he is going for a Stargate play again. We do see the Oracle running across the map, so he's doing a similar build to the macro games that we saw in games 2 and 3. And Mamba has obviously scouted it. We see the Spore Crawlers on the way, a lot of Queens going down. And he's just going to be continuing to drone. There, I think we covered everything that we've missed so far. Otherwise, there hasn't been too much... Yeah, 0 resources have been lost this game, so you guys haven't missed anything.
Yeah, Mamba's just been droning up. He's already up to 45 drones, not making almost any units so far. And Pacomike's just behind him, trying to boosting those things out.
Actually, one thing that's interesting to note is that Mamba's been on 1 gas this entire time, which I think has been a little bit different, and he's going for +1 melee. Like, he hasn't even started layer, so he might be looking to go for like a really, really heavy link-centric build, which against Stargate is okay. Because, I mean, what are Phoenix is going to do against a bunch of Zerglings, huh?
Right.
What are Oracle's melt Zerglings pretty well, but I mean, that's not what you want to be spending the energy on.
Yeah, exactly.
And Lings are fast, so
lots of adepts making their way across the map towards Mamba's third, and it's going to be joining up with the 2 Oracles.
And Mamba's across the map. He's not going to be able to defend this right away.
Oh yeah, this could be a base trade. I'm sure Pacomike is going to be losing this third.
Yeah, Paco definitely is not going to be able to keep that third base. But these adepts being across the map, they don't have resonating glaives, so that is kind of important there. So it will take them a little while to kill these queens, but there are a fair amount of adepts here, and these 2 oracles helping out as well, doing a lot of DPS to these zerglings. The adepts getting surrounded a little bit. A lot of them are pretty bruised up here, but we do see here the drones are getting on top of them at the moment. The Baneling Nest just finished. So there were no Banelings to help clean up that army, but
I don't think he needed them. He only lost 3 drones, and he killed the third on the other side of the map, so...
And he killed both Oracles, actually. That was a very, very solid hold for him.
And now there's a huge counterattack coming in with a bunch of Zerglings, but will he be able to get through the wall?
There are 5 sentries and an Immortal here, so he should be fine. This will be very easy for the sentries to just force field off and prevent as much surface area as possible from going down. Yeah, we see here.
Oh, he's gonna get it. Oh, he got the kill on the third Nexus. And you know what?
I wasn't even paying attention to that. Oh no, but we do see the Warp Prism here.
Oh, nice drop micro, yeah.
Yeah, so drop micro is gonna come in here. We do see though, like these Lings are actually starting to take everything down. Only so much Warp Prism micro can go down before all your units die.
Yeah, right.
Wow.
Did a pretty decent job there. Got another kill on the Nexus, though. He really needs to kill that Immortal, though. It's like 1 HP.
Yeah, we do see, though, there are a lot more Lings in the production tab. We see a macro hatch going down at the third base, third and fourth gas geysers, and an infestation pit. So, actually, this is the style of Zerg that I loved to play when I was in the Heart of the Swarm, is just spam Lings and go straight for tech.
Yeah.
And it's just for the Swarm. Like, things that make computer, or, like, graphics cards melt.
Mm-hmm.
If they can barely handle the graphic settings that they're on, like this is the thing that does them in. Like if you want to test how your computer does in StarCraft, this is the build that you do. It was actually really bad because for a small period of time, when I was beginning to play, I was on a laptop and
Oh no, Pacomike's moving out just as Mamba goes in toward the third.
Oh no, that's so many Banelings and Zerglings. I don't know if Paco can even handle this. Like he's gonna lose his third base almost for certain again.
Oh, and all the Banelings go off on the charge launch as well, so that's about as best as he could hope for.
Yeah, Pacomike's gonna just tap out. GG, Mamba takes it.
Wow, Mamba takes a 5-1 win.
And he has 498 APM for that last game.
Jeez.
Dude,
Mamba's playing out of his mind today.
Dude, do you think Cero plays fast? Like, checking these APM out, like... I want to see how Mamba plays. I want, like, a third-person point of view. Now, I have heard that Zerg is doing very well against Protoss and PvZ as a whole. Yeah. And I could kind of understand... that matchup was pretty. It kind of reinforced that statement. It seems there was a lot of control that Mamba seemed like he had through that entire game. But at the same time, there were a lot of builds that Mamba threw out there. It was pretty cool.
Yep. All right. So that's going to be it for today's stream. But let me go ahead and plug our next event. Tomorrow, we have an Alpha X Arena match, which is going to be at 1 o'clock in the afternoon. That's 1 o'clock Eastern, 7 o'clock at night Central European time. That's going to be a small 4-player tournament, single elimination bracket between like a low master and under. If you want to check that out, that's going to be on the Alpha X second Twitch channel, which is just ALPXSE2. And then on Friday, we're going to have, at 7 p.m. Eastern, we have an ATL Americas Pro match. That's going to be all GMs, 7 o'clock Eastern. And that's going to be 1 a.m. Central European. So check that out. That's going to be on our main Twitch channel, twitch.tv/alphaxse2. I want to thank all the viewers for coming out. Anything you want to add, Antua?
We've got. Do we still have the prize pool thing that we talked about for the Matcherinos and all that?
Oh yeah.
All right. So here, I can do this. So basically, if you have the link,
it's in the chat already.
All right.
At the top.
If you see the Matcherino link in there, basically all you got to do is just sign in with like BNet profile. What is it, like Facebook, something like that? Pretty much
BNet, Facebook, Twitter, Google.
You sign in with basically
Twitch.
anything that you probably have that's remotely social media related or game related, and it adds a small amount of money towards the prize pool for tournaments for show matches and whatnot, such as this.
Yep, all you gotta do is paste the code into the little box and press contribute, and Matcherino will add 50 cents to the prize pool. It doesn't cost you anything.
Yeah, and it's just a good way to help out all these people that are participating in these tournaments. It really motivates them to come out here and put on a good show for all you guys, and then it gives us something to cast. So, and also thank you all guys for watching. We're the most popular thing on a freaking TV right now, as stated.
Hell yeah.
I mean, it's not saying very much because of the view count that we have. Oh wait, no, we're not the most viewed thing anymore because the thing is over.
Right.
But we were, and it's just kind of cool to see that. So, and you guys are the ones that make that happen.
All right, guys. So that's gonna be it for this stream again. Thank you to all for coming out, and until next time, peace.
Yeah, peace, fam. Cool. C'est fini? Are we